Ahoy! You are listening to
Glass Half Full.
I'm Mulla, the sensible twin.
And I'm Laura, the funnier, prettier, braver, smarter, more...
Okay, we get it. Anyway, welcome to our podcast, where we chat over a hot beverage
or cold, it's completely your choice.
About bits and bobs that help us feel more positive.
And don't forget humor. We are very, very funny as well.
Yes, anywho, hope you enjoy.
Yes, hope you enjoy. We're so funny, like really funny.
Hello, everybody.
Hello to all our listeners.
Hello. How are you, Laura?
I'm very well. It is a Saturday when we're recording this, and it is the weekend, so can't moan. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, should I be like generic and yeah, all good, or it's okay not to be okay sometimes as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is okay not to be okay, but are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
more or
good.
less. Okay. What are we opening up with today? Because that's different to other times.
Yes. So I have finished mine, but you are still having what drink?
Venti mocha chocolate latte chai cappuccino or something.
Yeah, it's actually
made by Laura.
Homemade. Yeah, almond milk. There's some vegan chai powder in there.
Oh.
Coffee at like 5 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, we both needed an energizer.
We sure did.
So yeah, it's lovely tasting.
Lovely.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you like. I also had that, but I've just finished, so I don't have that anymore. But I had
No
it. No noises.
Sorry about that.
Do you have something to shout out about?
I do actually.
Great.
The other day, one of our listeners gave me a few little whimsical stickers. So I asked about them, and he showed me an Instagram page of a local artist. So I would like to give a little short, tiny wee shout out to this artist, and their Instagram handle is, oh my god, it's Francis V. So it's OMGITS. Obviously, it's Francis is with a FRANCIS, and V. Apparently it stands for vomit.
Okay.
Francis vomit. So she likes cats quite a bit, and on a lot of her art there's cats, all kinds of different like whimsical ones. So I would recommend you to check her page out. It's quite like vibrant colors as well, like a cool style. So yeah.
Is she a graphic designer type person?
I
Like
don't
an
actually know
artist,
much
illustrator?
about it, because on her website it doesn't say much. It's just kind of has her art there. So
Okay.
it's on different surfaces, and like she does, I think, even like jewelry
Oh,
design
lovely.
and stuff. So yeah,
Great. We'll tag them as well.
it's
And
a mood lifter upper,
yeah.
mood booster.
And the person who told you that we've shouted out about them, that's Aberdeen Street Art, isn't it?
Yes.
Their team, and they post about art. So again, go and check them out as well if you like a nice little
Indeed.
break of like art in your Insta feed.
Yep.
Awesome.
Brightens up the day. Who would
Very
you
good.
like to shout out about?
So another thing, if you would like to have nice visuals on your Insta feed and otherwise, is Ross. So we used to work together with Ross, and we have shouted out about him and his Instagram page at Ross Bull. So Ross is ROSS, Bull BULL, like the animal, Ross Bull Films. You can find him on Insta and various other platforms, which I will tell you in a second. But just to kind of like renew the shout out because he has some very interesting projects coming up. So, for example, Ross is a filmmaker and photographer based in Aberdeen, specializes in making films for charities and non-profits, as well as community organizations, and he has his own projects as well. For example, he has released a few YouTube videos about his dad and dad's old stories. It's called Faider, so Faider, which is an old, I think it's maybe Gaelic for father. It must
I
be.
think yeah, we
Or
discussed it
Scottish
one time.
Faider. And they are really heartfelt and heartwarming. We have watched them
Yeah.
all as well. I think I need to actually watch the very latest one, which is good. But his father like tells about these different stories.
It's like documenting his
Yeah,
father's like past and stuff.
which is it's so nice because the our parents actually have such wealth of stories, and it's good that Ross has clearly then a really good quality time with his dad
Yeah.
at the time of doing that. Plus, also those stories will be now forever etched in film. So
So I was actually that inspired me to on one of our not recent ones, one before trips somewhere in Scotland with mom. I was like asking her about her like life stories again, like
maybe we should like just record them somehow, like even like in voice
yeah.
or something as well. So
But she
yeah.
felt like she was put on a spot a little bit, like they just kind of come out organically. You can't just say like, so tell me a
Yeah,
story.
true.
So yeah,
But Ross's dad is very good storyteller.
yeah,
Have a look. Don't take my word for it. Have a look. It's Ross Bull Films also on YouTube. So it's very nice and easy, very memorable that it's Ross Bull Films on all of the mediums. So please do check his channel out. He also has an analog photography project about mental health benefits of slowing down. This is on his blog, so that would be rossbull.com/blog. Again, very easy to see. To be honest, if you follow him on Insta, you will see all the links there as well. So that's another thing that it does, very topical. It as when you hear it, it's been gone now. But this week was Mental Health Week, wasn't it? Mental Health
yep.
Awareness Week, and this time's theme it was to move more, to exercise, which is obviously very much linked. But back to Ross, and another thing that he has done is doing is a podcast about the connections people have with the sea. So it's not out yet, but it's coming out this summer. So very exciting times ahead, as well as supporting people in recovery to produce their own magazine called Recoverzine. They are on Facebook with that project. If you just search Recoverzine, so it's Recover and then Zine, all one word, Dundee. There's also a few new projects in the pipeline. For example, another podcast, a short poetic film about mental health, again, very topical. So watch this space. And he will also be running photography workshops for adults with additional support needs, which is, I think, really, really
Really great,
beneficial.
yeah.
Yeah, really, really good.
I didn't know about the photography side.
Exactly. Well, now you do. So if you out there want more information, then he has a website. So that's www.rossbull.com. As I said already, in YouTube it's at Ross Bull Films, Instagram as well, Ross Bull Films, and Facebook, you guessed it, Ross
Ross
Bull
Bull
Films.
Films.
So go and check him out as well. Very exciting stuff ahead. So yeah, I think that's all for the shoutouts then for this week.
Noise.
Noise.
You're gonna learn about Estonia now. Boop boop. So, I would like to shortly rest on a topic of an extreme sport that was invented in Estonia.
I think I know which one.
In Estonia, thanks to a cultural love affair with swings, going over the top has developed into a serious extreme sport. Kicking, as the sport of extreme swinging is known, um, it's like kick is swing in Estonian, is fairly young, having first been introduced in the early 1990s.
Right.
But it has deep roots in in Estonia's cultural past because of the swings. And yeah, get your mind out of the gutter. I am not talking about that kind of swinging. Okay. So that's wooden swings, which are traditionally a big part of Estonian culture, and all around Estonia you can find different wooden swings.
That's true.
They're called village swings, where all the people from surrounding places come together. They came together during celebrations or just to have fun while swinging and singing. So that was like in the olden times, you know.
That's a nice cutaway, having fun while swinging. People get the wrong idea.
And again, get your mind out of the gutter. It does happen still, like, you know, some of the villages and stuff still have these swings, and like if there's folk festivals or even like gatherings, village gatherings, you know, people and kids are still on them. And but yeah, the extreme sport is like just going over the top
over the
bit.
axis of it, like just like doing the whole 360 with it, which is not for the faint-hearted, I would say, right?
That's true.
Did you say that it's called kicking?
Yes.
Cool.
So yeah, that's that. We've gone over the top a few times, haven't we?
No, I've never ever have I gone over. I would remember that. I no, very close to going, but have we? And I can't remember it. No, surely
But
not.
like to do with the sport, it's like special swings, and you're kind of attached with like security harnesses. Not harnesses, but like I think there's like some kind of like
straps and stuff.
straps. Yeah,
Because essentially the inertia
will
the
keep you
thrust.
grounded, kind of like.
Sorry, that was very loud. Sorry, everybody, listeners. It would keep you like, yeah, but I am sure we haven't gone over. Because the old wooden ones,
They
surely
wouldn't.
can't,
Yeah.
because it
No,
will
but it's like
break it.
the small individual ones.
I don't think I have gone over. I
Like
must
you know, like
say.
kids were like
Yeah, but
just
those
trying.
those were definitely not designed to go over. I think
yeah,
the
because
kicking
it was
one's a
with
special
chain.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But we were trying to go as high as possible,
yeah,
though.
it gets very scary at a certain point, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
And then just one more little thing. Next fact is dedicated to all of our folk song lovers, because you know, like the kicking was from olden culture,
Yes.
traditions. So yeah, so please pay attention. Estonia has the highest collection of written folk songs in the world. And that's 133,000 are written
Really?
down. Yeah,
We have the most.
yeah.
We are very singing-y nation, and
But also
yeah.
we've done like our maybe I don't like some like cultural people have gone around and like documented in different areas, like
True.
written them down. Like when it was the census time, I think that was when it was
Really?
done as well. Like writing down like songs, folk
That's
songs.
so cool. I didn't know that we had the most. I know that we have like lots in our cultural like, heritage, like written down.
I suppose in other countries it hasn't been written down as much, maybe.
Maybe, I
but
don't
they're,
know.
in
Yeah.
Estonia, they've done it like systematically,
That's really good. That's awesome. What a
Yeah.
great fact.
and that is it for this month.
Offload.
Minute.
Let's bitch and moan now.
Yes, and you can go first.
Are you ready?
I am
for me?
ready with my stopwatch and timer and all that jazz. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Are you gonna
Go.
Okay, go. Okay. So this is something that's happened more often over the COVID times, but I would say that once recently that also happened, and it reminded me. Basically, it is a Zoom seminar or some sort of online training, right? And there's like, let's say 80 people, and somebody, Janet, decides to let everybody know on the text, on the chat function, oh, I need to leave early because I have like another meeting. It's like, nobody cares, Janet. Nobody cares. There's 80 people. We're all come all over the world to hear about autism or whatever I'm hearing about work-related then. I don't care that you're leaving. You don't have to put a note in. Or like somebody saying
10.
in the beginning where they are all from in the text. And I don't care. I don't care.
3, 2,
I don't care, Janet.
1. Do you
There we
not
go.
care, do you?
Yeah. Once even like somebody came back, went away, came back. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if it's suddenly it's 79. Where did let's see. Okay, yeah, Robert is in. Nobody cares, and they came in.
You're not gonna
and,
remember. As well.
Yeah, and then and it also doesn't matter because the person who leads the seminar is already going through. We're already like
Yeah.
hearing and listening and learning, and that woman came back to the thing. That's even worse. And said, oh, sorry, I had technical issues, I'm back now. Nobody cares
Yes,
again,
yeah.
Janet.
Just sit in the
Sit
back, like,
down.
like virtually. Sit
at the
in
back.
the back of the room. And
If you're late, you sit at the back and you
be quiet.
shushed.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was like, I was like, why would you even think that that's something you need to say? Oh, Janet. Okay, are you ready?
I am ready.
Ready? So, 3, 2, 1, go.
So this is something that really, really irks me. I just really love it when someone points out that I am blushing. When I know it full well I am. Oh, hello, Dolce. As I can feel the heat emanating from my visage. Give me a break, okay? It's worse when they ask me, why are you blushing? Like, gosh, I don't know. If it was up to me, I wouldn't, Could it perhaps have something to do with feeling embarrassed or angry or excited or nervous or hungry or or all of the above? Or am I perhaps talking in front of a group? My face reacts quite quickly like this. So leave me alone. Somehow it's even worse when I am actually feeling perfectly fine and don't really feel any of the above
3,
mentioned feelings
2,
and cannot
1.
feel the heat myself.
There we go.
And someone actually tells me, you're blushing.
Yeah, and also sometimes I feel like my cheeks are reddened literally because I could be on, coming on.
Yeah.
All the women out there, get like the hot, flushy feeling. Yeah. Or hot flushes if you're a bit like, a different age, which soon is us. Or if it's just stuffy indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you blushing?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Sorry. And you could probably hear me saying hi to Dolce because she just came really next to me and I was like listening in. She probably can relate.
Yeah, we're downstairs recording this, not in our state-of-the-art studio because we've had it down for a reason of our guests, so we will figure it out in a second. No, you've just figured it out. So we're downstairs on the sofa and Dolce really wants to like come and sit down, so she's trying to get past you, I think.
Because sofa is her domain, isn't it?
Yep.
So
anyway, but what do we say?
Rant over.
Guest of the month.
Who is it?
I do not know.
Tell me who is it?
I don't know who it is, but shall we find out?
Okay.
So hello everybody, and today we have a glass half full first. We have not just one bus lady, not two. Not 4, but 3. We have 3 bus ladies.
Well, we are kind of also.
There's 5 bus ladies in this room. Thank you, Vicky. So please do say hi, bus ladies.
Hello.
Hi. We have been in Brewdog and have consumed some alcohol. I've made a really horrible rum punch that everybody's very nice and drinking, except for Ulla, who's the designated driver.
Yes.
But that's only a good thing because then we have more fun and giggles. So this is something that we often have with bus ladies. I would like to start straight away pestering you guys to just say who you are and kind of like not what you do, but like something
What
about
do you
yourself.
like? Or
Yeah.
hobbies or anything.
So I'll pester maybe Vicky first.
Why me?
Just because you were just across me, Vicky, please.
So yeah, I'm Vicky. I am still working, but I'm going to retire soon. Whoop whoop! Yay! And I teach, and I do love my job.
And what do you teach, sorry?
Well, I teach art and design, so that's probably why I love it.
Yes.
If it was arithmetic and mathematics, I wouldn't be so happy.
But you would be happy for the retirement,
Very.
which you are also already now.
Yeah, I
currently.
am. Although I will miss it, but I am happy. Yes.
We're very jealous. We only have 100
And
years.
you're 35 years to go,
Yep.
and you'll be here too.
We'll get there.
Next we have a lovely...
Hazel.
It's like online dating or like with Cilla Black, was it? And I am Hazel. Hazel, do you like long walks?
To the beach.
Isn't that what they usually say?
Sometimes.
Great. Any other fun fact about you?
No.
No, great.
No.
Hazel usually laughs really, really...
Loud.
No, infectiously. Very infectious laughter, which I hope we will hear.
It might come across.
Well, make me laugh.
Yeah, be funnier, okay?
Make me laugh.
And also Hazel looks like Bette Midler. I still stand by it. Yeah, ever since we met. And we have also here with us...
My name's May. Hi.
Hi,
Hello,
May.
hello. Welcome to the pod.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to pod. And May, a fact about yourself. What you're currently up to.
Nothing at the moment. Quite quiet.
But big things ahead.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Do you mind me saying that you're moving?
Well, I'm hoping to move. I put my house in the market, and I'm hoping to move nearer my family in Inverurie.
And
Fingers
what a
crossed.
lovely house
Oh, yes.
you have.
Very lovely
So
cottage.
Anyone will be lucky to have it.
Yes. We, of course, don't meet as often as we used to when we first met. But that's what we want to speak about first, because you guys might be like, bus ladies, what is she
Every
on
time we
about?
mention it, like, oh, we're meeting up with bus ladies, they are like, what?
What do you mean bus ladies? So, do you guys want to say, like, how did we meet?
At the bus stop.
No, exactly. So,
Have you had to explain it to anyone, like what it means?
Heaps of people, and nobody ever really gets it. They just think things like, "Oh, only you could make friends at the bus stop," or "How can you have met people at the bus stop?" But yeah, it's all true. When was it? How long ago was it?
16 years since we first met.
So there you go.
Did not know that.
I didn't know that was such a long time. So, did you guys, both May and Vicky, met at the bus stop as well?
Yes.
Yes.
We were. There was
We were
just us two.
Yeah, the original ones, and we used to get the stagecoach bus in to work, and then I can't remember if you changed jobs, but I defected for a while and took first bus. But
Traitor.
yeah, that didn't last too long. And then we went back to the stagecoach bus, and then that's where we met Hazel and you guys as well.
Nice. And so, Hazel, how many years ago was that with you? A while
Must
before
be
us.
about 9,
Yeah.
10 years as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because actually I thought I was gonna say and last like 4 years us, but no, because I think we had just moved to
Oxford.
yeah, and then that means it might have been also about 9 or 8 years ago actually.
You were still in Ferguson Court.
Yeah, so that was actually quite a while ago. And from my side, I just remember how you guys were always really lovely and had really good chats and laughter. And then I think I let one of you guys like into the bus, and then I said like, oh, you don't see like a polite young person. I was young back then anymore. And then you guys were just standing to say hi. And then obviously Ulla was with me.
Not so much though, because I always did like shift work or something. I didn't go to work at the same time all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, through you, I was like an honorary bus lady for a little bit.
Yeah. It's so bizarre, isn't it? It's like, and we have our own WhatsApp group and stuff as well. And didn't somebody, May, was it your daughter or somebody who made like a card?
No, it was actually Vicky.
Oh, it was
It was
Vicky.
Vicky, and she gave it to me.
It was
It
for
was
your
my
birthday.
It was
And I took it out, and my grandson said, "That's the bus ladies, and that's you, and that's the other one with the white hair."
Is that not your 60th?
Must have been my
I think-
60th, yeah.
I think it was.
And he picked out the ones that he knew. But you drew a picture of us all
I
on
guess
the
an
bus.
idea how long.
That's
Well, Ethan wasn't born when we met.
No, he wasn't, because I still remember you, when he was born, showing me photos on the bus.
yeah. And over the years, we've done lots of stuff together. What kind of do you remember as a fun time that we met up? Like any that stand out? Because I know what my answer will be like, and
Yeah.
it's to do with May's caravan.
It's
Yes,
the caravan.
I was going to say that as well. Yeah.
Caravan.
We all stayed
100%.
over there,
Yeah.
didn't we? And,
And
we're treated to a really lovely breakfast in the morning.
Which had now what ingredients did it
Well, it
have
was
again?
leftover supper from the night before.
Well, no,
Which
that
was
not,
also lovely.
That was the night before. Or
Was it
because
the night
you cooked a good breakfast in the
Yeah,
morning.
like a whole
we had the
Scottish
full
breakfast as well.
the full works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
delicious. But anyway, it included like
Crackers,
crackers,
mashed potato,
mustard,
Macaroni cheese,
Macaroni and cheese.
Sausages?
patty,
Yes,
mustard.
mustard was definitely there. I remember that.
and
It shouldn't have
patty.
worked, but it worked. Yeah, it was
Beans?
so that delightful, and the caravan was also. And we've had several occasions over the couple of years. There's been, gosh, weddings and
Hen do's.
and I don't know, like
raclette nights.
yeah,
Yes,
raclette.
raclette.
That's another thing that May introduced. Like I didn't know anything what a raclette is.
You're going to have to explain it now.
Yeah, why don't you guys do
Yeah,
it?
no.
May, what's a raclette?
It's a type of grill, but it's based on a base that has little wee pans that you cook your vegetables in, and then it's got rings on, and then you put a slab of usually stone on the top, and then you cook on the top. You cook your bits of meat on the top and your vegetables underneath.
So
And it's like for a group, like anyone can put their own stuff on.
Yeah, and everyone cooks their own.
so nice.
Yep.
We now have our own, but I feel like the memory of like doing it in your cottage is like that's like the
Top
main
notch.
original.
Original and the best.
Yeah, very, very cool. Where else? We've gone, at one point, I think, because Ulla weren't there, we went with a bus to Inverurie, actually. Yeah, that,
I missed
random.
out on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you did that one. And we have had plans to go to Edinburgh tattoo,
Yeah.
but that's not come up yet, but we will do it.
Yeah.
That was like
It's
years
still
in the
on it.
making.
Yeah, it's still on the list.
That's it. So since our podcast is all about positivity and all of that, and I wanna ask, because we do laugh quite a lot with you guys. My cheeks always like hurt when we say goodbyes and stuff. What was the like most recent thing that you remember that made you laugh out loud?
Not to put you on the spot, but maybe you can think of something off the top of your head.
Well, I'll go with a bus-related story then. A family tried to get on the bus. They did get on the bus, and the guy had said to the driver, "Is it okay if I take my suitcases on?" And the driver said, "Yeah, of course it is." Well, when she saw how many cases the family had, she said to him, "This is a bus, not an effing taxi."
Oh,
Wow, that
It's so
good
sassy.
comeback.
Yeah. And then the thing was, the guy was taking all the suitcases on himself, and the rest of the family just stood and watched him, and it was taking hours. So she said to him, "Some of you lot could get off and help." She was so cheeky, it was funny.
I actually remember that. Was it Hazel Yu that had a certain bus driver? Yes. Do tell. What was the thing there?
There was just a little bit of chemistry there.
Yeah, a little bit of chemistry, would you
little bit
say?
of chemistry.
Yes. Do you still sometimes see, or is he not in the...
I haven't seen him for a long time.
But it was a tad more than a little bit.
That's a good classification. Yeah.
What do you mean, Vicky?
Just that, well, if other people notice it as well, then it's got to be a thing.
There was another bus driver, and I got a big cuddle from him the next time I saw him in West Hill. He was like, "Oh,
Haven't seen you for ages.
I haven't seen you for ages."
And then there was a bus driver that we didn't like. We always don't know their name anyway, so we can't really name them and shame them anyway. We wouldn't.
No,
But
we
he
He was
never.
horrible.
Oh, no, it's
female.
Eh?
yeah, the lady one.
Female
No, remember I had
Oh,
a
Mr. Grumpy.
Mr.
Yes.
Grumpy.
Mr. Grumpy, but
And he
according
used to
me-
always say to me, stand back from the line.
That's right, forgot about
Stand
him.
back from the line.
and it's like, why are you so grumpy all the time, right? But
Well,
what made
probably
it?
didn't like his
I actually
job,
said to
maybe,
him.
but,
I would hate to waken up next to you in that morning.
Did you? That's right. That's a good one.
And then I got off the bus.
Yeah, you wouldn't say those type of words when you were
Going
getting
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting off.
But maybe
And then
what's the story with the female one?
Oh, she was just awful. She was okay with us because we always had our tickets or our passes. Mm-hmm. But anybody who came on, didn't they, that had money, she'd fought with everyone. Everyone got around, didn't they? And she was
very
really nasty.
grumpy.
And then the one day the bus was late, and there was a bus parked there, wasn't there? And she saw us because she recognised us three and drove right past us. So we complained, and she got taken off the run, didn't she?
Did she actually?
Wow, okay.
And about 3 weeks later, I heard her. No, it was a couple more than that. She was on a bus coming home, and a guy, when the bus driver said to her, "Oh, I thought you were on the 727." He says, "I was until these effing people complained about me." And I thought she was going to look round and recognise me in a moment, but she didn't look my way, so it was fine.
Wow. Hey, that shows that if you're nasty, it has consequences.
Yeah.
So, and also, why would you make your own life so miserable and being so nasty and
horrible,
stuff?
Life is
She
too
had it
short for a
coming.
job you don't like.
That's
Definitely.
very true. It's especially sounds good from you who soon doesn't have to do a job. So
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
great.
Maybe I'm being a bit flippant.
no,
here.
not at all, not at all. We're just so jealous. But like obviously, like as we said, I can't even like speak anymore. Sorry, it's the rum punch I'm blaming. But what do you guys do when you have a bit of a down day or downtime? Is there something that, because obviously we don't really ask that from our guests, but what's your go-to like happy thing to do?
Alcohol?
Yes, you guys, we should be called like Prosecco ladies if me and Ulla liked Prosecco.
Yeah.
You know?
Cider bunnies.
Yeah. Alcohol, yeah. There are groups for that, Vicky, as well.
They wouldn't have me.
No, oh,
asked.
lost cause.
Yes.
Yeah.
Family and friends, definitely.
Yeah. Anything like else? Like
No, just
obviously-
alcohol.
Yeah, just the alcohol, but alcohol with friends.
Yes.
So meeting friends, because obviously, like at the moment, you guys kind of live nearby, but soon May is moving away. But
You're
it's
breaking up the band.
breaking up the band.
Excuse me, you two did
You
that
did it first.
We
Oh,
did it first.
yeah, we're the
Yes,
original.
I was going to wait a second.
Remember. But it's yeah, like meeting up with friends is known to like boost your mental health and
And
being-
dogs.
Cats.
Yes, cats. Yes.
We had that discussion.
I would still say a good book.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Good answer.
Any recommendations?
I like thrillers, but that's my choice.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah.
Any? What are you reading right now, for example?
It's called The Mother. I've just started it. It's quite a new one.
It's called The Mother, or The Mother. I've just started it.
No, it's I've just started it. It's
So that's a
called
long
The Mother.
name. The Mother.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember who is it by? It's okay if you don't.
I think it's T.J. Cobbins, something like that. But I can't remember.
Okay. Cool.
Something along that lines.
Is it about a mother?
It's about a mother
No.
who goes to prison for killing her husband and comes
Plot
out 10 years
twist.
later. That's as far as I've got.
Okay. No, you're right. I could like really kind of spend hours away with a good book, but it's like it's the getting and opening the book instead of putting on the TV. I am still a bit hooked to TV and like, oh, is it anything good on? I should just not do that and read a good book instead. So I need to take a leaf out of your book.
Does anyone do that?
Excuse the pun.
There we go.
Very well done.
Thank you.
Lisa.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Does anyone do that it gets really interesting in the book and then you kind of flip a little bit ahead to see what happens now?
No. But I did recently find out that my sister does that, and I can't quite forgive her.
Oh,
She'll read the last page.
Oh no, I wouldn't do
Isn't
that.
that
I'm just kind of
bad?
like
Yeah.
looking at the dialogue quickly, what's about to happen, but don't get to that point yet. So like, yeah, it's just sometimes a curiosity. That
Do
gets
you
the
do
best.
it, Ula?
I don't read the last page, no.
I just feel like that's like pointless. It's like, you know.
Mostly with books, I don't do that, but there's been
I
a
don't
couple.
read books.
Yeah, Hazel
Well-
can't read, so
That's like
It's
watching
the
a TV
alcohol.
series.
It's all...
yeah.
I'm watching episode 3
Her
before you watch episode 1 and 2.
Yeah. I do acknowledge it's a bit odd, but yeah.
It's weird. I didn't know that about you, that you
I
do
thought
that.
we were here with friends.
Yes, it's a non-judgmental place. So alcohol, being with friends, good book, anything kind of else.
Music makes
Any-
the people
Music's good.
together.
Yeah, what was it that we sang earlier in the pub?
Farewell.
So long, farewell.
No.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I was gonna say we need to sing it in the end of that bit.
Okay, okay.
So like because it's like a Auf Wiedersehen goodbye song and
And
stuff.
that was the test.
Okay, clever shot.
Yes.
Well, I'll just have some more rum punch while I
But no, that's fair enough. It's coming to the time of year, luckily though, that it is nicer outside. We've had a lovely weather here. Anybody in Scotland listening, you know exactly what type of weather we've had. When this comes out, who knows, it might be hailstorm or something like that.
So hopefully you can feel the sun through the podcast.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of another question to ask, and this one is we didn't like actually like prep you too much because it was a different type of chat. But maybe just one the award goes to now. But just like, is there somebody in your life that you like feel like they deserve a wee shout out, just to say hi to, or like that you appreciate?
Can be a sarcastic one.
Yeah. But let's keep it nice.
Yeah,
but
positive. But yeah.
yeah.
Previously, people have given prizes for
Best
maybe-
girlfriend, city. Anyway, over to you. Who wants to go first? May.
Well, at the moment, I feel heart sorry for children, and they've come out of COVID and are at school and they're finding things really challenging. And well, my grandson, who's doing his exams at the moment, found it really, really difficult to sit there, and it's just them getting through this and moving on, and it's very, very difficult. And
That's
I
a
really
really
feel sorry
nice-
for them, and I really feel that they should be encouraged
Yes.
and to get more help.
That's a very good shout out, which we see in our work as well, that the young people have like anxiety, social situations. So that's a very good one. Did not see that coming. I was like, to my husband. No, but that's very,
He's fine.
it's very
He
nice.
drinks soda, he doesn't need advice.
He's doing fine. That's a very nice one.
And what would the
Award look like?
award look like, or like whoever excels in this, like what would they get? It doesn't have to be like
We're not really doing the awards though, Ola.
No.
We're just doing a shout out.
oh right, okay, I got carried away.
He does get rewarded because we all encourage him to do as best he can.
Yes.
And I think the fact that he gets it and it helps him is all he needs.
Yeah. Just
He's getting a new pair of football boots if he passes. That's the bribery bit.
right.
If encouragement doesn't work, try bribery.
Yes.
Yeah, some
Oh,
kind of a
older
motivation, isn't it? So,
Yeah, very good quote as well. Hazel, a friend, you have a couple in this room. If you want to shout out, like Vicky is nudging Hazel.
Vicky and May.
There we go. That's really good. And why?
May
Why?
has been very, 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 very helpful to me.
Oh, there we
And
go.
patient. I'm sure sometimes she wants to just give me a slap.
that's what our friends are
Yes,
for.
that's very
Sh-
nice.
She says it how it is.
Which is what you want from a friend, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
No
Like
sugar
honesty.
Honesty.
Yeah. Not someone who's like blindly like, no, everything is great. I would personally appreciate if people would just say it like, no, like,
Why are you looking at me, Laura?
no, like, you are very good at that as well. You know to tell and stuff. So that's a very fair shout out. Very good. Vicky?
I think that was a good shout out as well. I totally back up what May says and what you said about your work as well, because obviously I see that at work as well, like how damaging COVID and lockdown and not being almost like normalised at school, how much damage it's done. I think we will come out the other side of it though, so that's a positive thing. But I'm going to give a shout, this is a weird shout out, but I'm going to give it to something I've been listening to on Spotify, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you've not heard this, it's like, do you know how everybody's going on about how awful AI is and it's going to ruin the world? So anybody that wants to hear something good that's come out of AI should listen to Obscurus Vinyl on Spotify. It's probably in other places as well, I'm sure. And it's like made up songs, but they're so in the style of something from the 50s or 60s or whatever, and they're so funny. And they've got titles like, I'm not going to read this out properly, but they've got titles like, You Look Like You Could Use a Effing Lamp. They're very, very funny.
I'm going to definitely look at
Don't listen if you're easily offended by bad language.
Right. And what was the title again?
Obscurist Vinyl.
Obscurist vinyl. Perfect. Well, if that is not a good note to end things on, I don't know what is. So go and look that up. Any parting words?
Don't look it up if you're easily offended by bad language.
Yes, there's a disclaimer there from Vicky. Perfect. Now that's very good.
And I'm sure you would be, Laura.
Easily offended.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
By-
I don't cuss.
By
Don't
bad
cuss.
language.
Yeah. I am actually offended this whole episode right now. So.
We're so sorry.
That's quite okay. I'm definitely partial to a curse word or two.
Although people are very surprised when I use a curse word sometimes.
Yes.
We are, Ula, we are.
But thank you so much, bus ladies,
For,
everyone.
Giving your time and
Yes.
coming to chat to us.
Yes. And now we can switch the mics off and go and open a
The
bottle
party!
of Prosecco away.
Thank you, ladies, and well
Thank
done.
you.
A clap, that's a first.
A round of applause.
See, wasn't too
Farewell.
bad, is it? Not too
we
bad.
did sing.
Oh
Auf
no!
Wiedersehen.
No, let's do another one. Right, okay. Let's go. Farewell.
No, it starts with
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, adieu, adieu,
adieu, adieu, adieu.
Hello. You have reached our voicemail. Please leave your positive message after the beep. Beep. Only kidding, I'm still here. Anyway, call us back. So, for this month's positive news, I came across a TED talk which is called Why Having Fun is the Secret to a Healthier Life. And it was filmed about a year ago, and it was by Catherine Price, and it was a really interesting video about, because the key message is prioritize having fun, and the fun is, it doesn't have to be like always like running around the play park in Glee even as an adult and stuff. It's like whatever gives you the flow state. For example, like, some people love drawing, some people like playing piano. That's doesn't have to be that every moment of it is fun, but if you're doing it, you feel good and such. And the other key message that I took away from it was that you have to prioritize having fun. Meaning, of course, yes, the moment you say, oh, Tuesdays from 5 to 7 p.m. I will have fun, there's literally nothing less fun about schedules.
oh yeah.
However, you have to prioritize, which is different. So you would, even if you have a really busy, stressful life, which a lot of us in this day and age have, you should make having fun a priority, in a sense that you schedule in a coffee date with a friend or an actual date with your partner. Get the kids to the parents if you have kids, prioritize it, because mental health is very fragile, and all of us, to lesser or more extent, especially after COVID, and it obviously didn't help anybody really, we just have to kind of prioritize ourselves a bit more, and then maybe we don't have to end up being, knocking at the GPs and NHS and doctors' doors if we prioritize our having fun a bit more. I obviously want to take, I prioritize my fun a lot, to the extent where I feel sometimes a bit even egoistic, but I feel like if I have more fun myself, then I will give more of myself, and I am not bitter as much. So
You're
I
never
just-
bitter.
I can be a really bitter, but that's a whole other conversation.
Bitter batter.
Bitter batter. But yes, if you have a look at that TED Talk, it's really, really interesting. And just a little bit about Catherine Price. So she has also a website, catherineprice.com. And she's an award-winning health and science journalist, the homepage says. A best-selling author, American. And one of the other things that I really want to put on my to-buy list for books is How to Break Up With Your Phone, the 30-day plan to take back your life. And also The Power of Fun, How to Feel Alive Again, and other ones as well. So How to Break Up With Your Phone, I'm assuming what it will say is just put the phone down, which is another very important thing to have. Sorry about the noise there. There's Dolce on my literally lap, and then I banged into the microphone. We're so professional over here today. So please have a look at her website. She's on social media as well. And I like the fact that the TED Talk, I like TED Talks. They're very nice, bite-sized, like little mini lectures. You feel like you've learned something, but she was very good as well. She clearly is a very good speaker, and really like you warm to her. She's very charismatic, and she was like poking fun at the thing. She also has like a text message course of like how to be on your phone less, and she's like, yes, I understand the irony. On the website it said. So basically my positive news is for all of us to literally have a sit down and think, what do I miss doing? Because if you're like, oh, I really, really like going hiking with my friend, and then you just think about it in terms of, in the future, I should really catch up with that friend. Go and prioritize it, because like life goes past so quickly, right? So we also need to do that as well. I'm not saying that I'm doing it all the time perfectly. I am not doing it sometimes perfectly, but feel free to say no to some plans. I'm very good at that. I'm sometimes just like, I just am peopled out. I just want to be at home in my safe space.
And that is very valid.
Yeah, and that makes me like, that's my fun that day. Or like, I don't know, going for a walk into the nature and like just
paddleboarding.
Or paddleboarding, whatever it is that you like doing, because we're not all the same, which is the beauty of the world.
Exactly.
So yeah, just have more fun, prioritize fun, and then you can give more of yourself to others when you need. Books and music, join us for it if you choose it. Books and music, one more time. Books and music, and yeah. Hello everybody, and welcome to the books and music segment of this podcast.
Hi.
Would you like to go first, Ulla?
I think you should go first this time.
Okay, all right. So books first. So my one this time is a book called The Art of Being Brilliant, the new edition. They've had that out before. So this is about, I'll just read a snippet of the back of the book here. So basically, this is a book that gives you fun and easy steps to becoming who you were meant to be, and don't vomit just yet. So basically, it is from the legendary author, Dr. Andy Cope. I think he has been hailed as the happiness doctor.
Oh.
And he has teamed up with a stand-up comic, Andy Whitaker, so two Andys, to create a book that educates, entertains, and inspires. And it's crammed full of science, advice, case studies, also funny stuff, quotes, quirkiness. And it has a lot of like funky little illustrations as well. So overall, it is a really like, I initially, when I started opening it, I was like, oh, is that meant for young people? It's very colorful, very much like has a lot of visuals, graphics, like, but in a nice funky way. But no, it is for adults. Well, it could be for young people too, but it definitely is for adults as well. And it's a little guide to increase your energy positivity, rethink your thinking, feel more alive. The reason why I know Dr. Andy Copen had that on my list is because I've already raved on about Gavin Oates or Gav Oates on here on this podcast about like his books like Shine and such, and they were also very similar vibes where he explains something in a very humorous, positive, funny way, and it is all about being not the best in the world but the best for the world. So this is a bit of like almost like continuation, or goes kind of like hand in hand with Gavin Oates in my opinion. Very similar vibes. And I'll open one page where they explain about the happiness versus like positivity. So they've just explained here that so Dr. Andy Cope, he is an actual scientist, so he's studied human flourishing for like 2 decades. And he's like, I promise you, humans are not built for permanent happiness. So we're designed to respond to external stimuli, and those are constantly changing. So emotions are like weather patterns. They blow over. So basically, you can live a happy life and not be happy all of the time. The trick is to live the full range of emotions. So he's not saying that you should be happy all the time. You can, however, learn to live in a happier climate. So it still fluctuates. And that's, you can't, he says literally, as for choosing to be happy, quite frankly, I don't believe the hype. Happiness is an emotion. You can open up to it and allow more in, but you can't choose it sometimes, because we all have like grief and other things as well. Positivity, on the other hand, is not an emotion. It's an attitude. So therefore, that is something you can learn to take charge of. So bottom line, from the Doctor of Happiness, if you can craft a great attitude, happiness is not guaranteed, but more likely. So it's very like realistic. It's not like one of those cringy like, you can be happy and choose to be happy. Just choose it. Just choose to be happy no matter what. It's like, no, but you can be positive. Completely different thing. So, and it's like, yes, right now is crap, and I can feel crap and be like, sometimes I am like just like really down, not often, but it happens to all of us. And just when like, no, everything kind of sucks right now. However, I know that like, okay, today is my wallowing day, and like maybe tomorrow, but then probably it'll be fine. So that's like the change.
Like, well, one thing I would like to mention is that I've maybe mentioned it before, is like, you can't really choose what happens to you, but you can choose how you react to it in a way.
True.
Like it might, like as you said, positivity. Like if you have a positive mindset, you're maybe will be dealing with situations like in a more positive way, in a sense. Like if you get what I mean, like
yes, you're more like resilient. You know that.
Yeah, exactly. Resilience came into my mind as well. It's not like, something negative happens. Like, I don't know, you run a red light, and then you dwell on it and stuff, and then you run another one. Or like, like you need to be able to shake it off.
Though this book is literally not saying that you can always be happy no matter what, like, because I know what you mean, like, like it depends, like, what you think of the situation.
Yeah, but it's a feeling, it's like a split second thing sometimes,
But this one says that you can be unhappy about things as well, but just not for like a long, long time. Just if you're overall positive, then you could have a horrible bad mood as well, or sad mood, but you know that, but it won't be forever. So, and you like choose to try to do good things.
If you have like hope a bit, like that, this will pass.
Yeah, but this is one of the pages that was like a bit like deep. The whole book is not like that. It's quite funny. They give like stories about even like their one of their daughters, like toddler, like when he was saying. It's a very good flowing book. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
The Art of Being Brilliant by Dr. Andy Cope and Andy Whitaker. Definitely worth a read, in my opinion.
Nice.
What did you choose?
So, I would like to introduce a book that will be freshly published by the time this episode comes out.
Uh-oh, you didn't.
It is already very famous
Oh,
book
that's
by a
cringy.
well-known Estonian
Oh, I don't
author.
think it's not very well known, the Estonian author. The book.
Yours truly, Laura-Liisa Klaas.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I think it's very topical to bring it up just now. So
Okay.
yeah. And the book is titled "The Diary of a Migrant of Convenience," or is that what you landed on
I think
with
so,
English?
yeah.
In Estonian, it would be "Mukavuspagulase päevaraamat."
Which I will pay good money if one of you local listeners in UK could say exactly
Yeah.
the way Ulla just said.
Mukavuspagulase päevaraamat. It's available in all reputable Estonian bookstores by the end of May.
So when you're
no
listening,
doubt.
yeah, you could go all the way to Estonia to buy it and then learn Estonian
Yeah.
and then thank you.
Yeah, what a joy. And I happen to know the author personally, and I have asked her to come in and introduce her book to Abdi.
Oh, is that where I have to introduce my book?
You can if you want to.
I mean, I would like to listen how you say it, because I would
intrigued?
say, yeah.
Okay. The book is written in a diary format, describing the author's and her twin sister's journey through UK and different jobs, all the way to Scotland.
Scotland.
And that's it.
When you say it like that, it sounds like almost like a good book, but
It is.
it's just little old me writing about our time. You know what I'm thankful for though? That I did keep I did blog entries all the way from the beginning.
Because thanks to you, I have a better recollection what's been
What
going
happened?
on as well. Because I have such a bad memory.
Well, same.
I feel a bit bad that I didn't keep a diary in a sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean because sometimes it's so handy. I have kept diaries all my life though.
Because we did have separate experiences as well. You know, like I was
Yeah.
in a different school in Denmark, and
Yeah.
I lived in Edinburgh for a bit, and
Yeah.
went to the Girl Scout camp in America.
Yeah, I know that would have been really cool to read about as well.
Yeah.
It is a pity, but what
Yeah.
can you do now? You can't turn back the time.
Turn back time.
Beautiful.
So that brings us to our next bit,
yes,
doesn't
moving
it?
swiftly
Music.
on. Yes, music. So I've chosen this time a band from America, Hailstorm. So like hail, hailstones, rahe in Estonian, it has gotten its name from the last name of two of its members, the founding members, Lizzie and ARJ. Interesting name. So Lizzie is spelled LZZY because of in the beginning of when they started. I think when she was 17 actually. They started very early, in 1997. I believe one of the fans maybe mispronounced it on the website or in some forum or something, and then she just chose that as her name.
Ah, cool.
But
okay.
her actual name is Elizabeth. Basically, they are a rock or like some. Well, Wikipedia says it's hard rock, heavy metal, alternative metal, post grunge, and alternative rock. They've been active from 1997 to present, but there's not as much albums released very lately. But I think one was out in 2022. But they have siblings Lizzie and AJ and two other members. Yeah. And I like them because obviously I have raved on about The Warning.
Yeah.
But they are very similar. In fact, I believe Paul found out about them because of like if you listen on Spotify, then it goes like similar artists or something
Yeah.
like that, I believe. And
You might like or something.
yeah, and because I like the warning, some of the songs by Hailstorm, for example, let me open the Spotify quickly again. For example, their newest on one of the new albums. Where is it now? Sorry, one moment. It first of all, I want to say that they also have covers, like they've covered Bad Romance by Lady Gaga. So that's a very good, I think, cover. And they have some others as well. But yeah, for example, one of the ones from their album The Strange Case of, which was actually 2012, it was out, so quite a long time ago, has a song, I Miss the Misery. That's a very cool song.
Okay.
But there's loads. It's one of those bands that have a plethora, if you will, of really, really good rock songs. So go give them a listen. Hailstorm. So yeah, I even didn't explain to the end. The siblings who founded it, their last name is Hale. So there we go.
you said the last bit, so I thought it was Storm.
No.
Ah,
yeah.
Hail.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
What have you been listening to?
So it's another found from my Spotify list. Probably same way, like like I was listening to one thing and then it led to another.
Yeah.
So the artist name is Indila. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, or Indila, or yeah.
Never heard.
The song is called Love Story, and it's the genre is like a French pop song.
Okay.
So it's very cutesy.
Oh.
It's a beautiful song that tells a tale of separated lovers. And it was released 10 years ago, in 2014, as part of Indila's debut album, Mini World. It very quickly gained popularity, but I only recently found it. I was late to the party. Actually, I think it was through TikTok.
Oh, you often find out about good songs via TikTok.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a blend of French and English lyrics. And,
Cool.
if you're in a mellow mood, it's nice. It sucks you in.
Sucks you in.
Kind of it's just a nice melody.
Yeah. Nice. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
There you have it. What was the name of the artist?
Indila.
Indila or Indila. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give them a listen.
Love Story.
Very nice.
Ulla's fun facts about animals. Laura.
Ulla.
What's my spirit animal and best friend Dolce been up to recently?
I thought your spirit animal was red panda.
But, yeah, red panda too.
Okay, but
It
Dodge is also.
depends on a day.
It depends on a day. So regarding Dolce, one of the things that we very recently found out, how to make Dolce move faster, because she loves to loiter behind us with snail speed, and sometimes that's very frustrating because she can literally spend 12 minutes in front of our house. But you kind of need to do a whole round. You know?
She doesn't realize that the longer she loiters, the longer
it
takes to get back home.
So we stumbled upon it by accident because Paul basically just kind of was having a bit of fun and didn't wait for me whilst I was putting my shoes on, and he kind of just rushed away, walked away quite in a very rushed manner, and Dolce just darted past after him, really finding it quite hilarious because she was wagging her tail a little bit as well. It was so funny. I've never seen her move that fast. She wasn't running, she was just also matching Paul's speed and quite quick walking.
Yeah.
So if you walk a
Purposeful.
certain way away quite fast, shuffle, she kind of walks quite fast. It doesn't work all of the time because we in the first couple of days that we found it out, we only found it out a week and a bit ago. I probably overdid it a little bit, but every now and then she still does it because she basically, I don't know if it's because she doesn't want to be left behind alone, but it absolutely helps sometimes. To like,
yeah, because
really-
she has a thing like she would like to be in front all the time. Like,
no,
like on the walks, like beach walks, like I have to go past everyone.
I suppose on the beach walks, but other than that, when we take her for a round, she
Yeah,
lingers
yeah.
behind.
Because it's like she's reading the messages and stuff. But
exactly. Anyway,
yeah. Anyway, so this time I'd like to introduce like an odd creature,
oh,
manatee.
manatee.
Yeah, they are the ocean's largest herbivores, and they are sometimes known as sea cows.
No, not because of their like character. Cows.
No. They are typically found in shallow coastal areas and rivers even, and when they feed, where they feed on seagrass and mangrove leaves and algae. That's hence the like herbivore, like
yeah.
grass actually.
Uh-huh.
One fun fact about them is that they evolved from the same land animals as elephants.
I've just googled the image just to.
yeah.
Oh, they're so cute.
Over 50 million years ago. So they have same ancestors as elephants.
Oh.
And another fun fact is like Christopher Columbus and other early explorers claimed to have seen female figures swimming in the ocean, the mermaids, in the writing and drawings of this era. Whether they had been at sea for too long or it was a trick of the light, we now know that many of these encounters were with manatees,
Okay.
actually.
That makes me feel better about my body.
Another thing is that their brains are smooth and the ratio of their brain to their body size is the lowest of any mammal. So they may not be as clever as like dolphins, for example, but manatees can learn basic tasks, are extremely sensitive to touch, and can differentiate colors. That's it about manatees.
I kind of like, I don't mind that they are like not as smart, because it's like, would you rather be really clever but unhappy, or a bit naive and happy?
Yeah.
Then who doesn't want to be happy, right? So if they have a good old life and only can differentiate colors, like as long as they're happy.
Yeah, I think they're. I don't know. I've seen like videos like people are not really meant to. I think touch them because I think they are protected. You shouldn't harm them. Obviously,
Okay.
you shouldn't harm any animals.
No.
And then I have a little topical joke.
Go ahead.
That a lovely colleague told me recently.
Do you want to shout out that colleague?
Yvette. Hi, Yvette.
Yvette, who knows all the fun facts.
Yes. What's the most condescending bear?
Oh, I don't know. What is the most condescending bear?
Panda.
Oh, okay. All right.
That is it.
All right. No, great.
Ba-dum-ba-tush.
If that's not a good time to finish, then I don't know
Yeah.
when is. Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
bye.
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 You've been listening to Glass Half Full. Hope it added something positive to your day.
Please follow us on Instagram at classhalf.full or email us at classhalf.full@gmail.com.
We're now also on Facebook.
We've been the Klaas twins, and we will be back again next month with more positive vibes.
Namaste.
No, namaste in bed.
Oh. Oh well.
Oh.